Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again, going to be doing our third and final session gameplay episode for Magic the Gathering Forged. We do this game as our live stream every Friday on the Busy Gamer Dad channel, so like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with that. This is a free fan-made game where you have all Magic the Gathering cards from alpha all the way up to the most current releases. I've been showing you this game as a way to get you interested in the channel and the live streams, as well as to garner some hopeful followers, hopefully some subscribers, we'll see. Anyways, we have a bunch of decks that I've been playing around with and having some fun with. You know, we have a red-blue deck, a Prismari deck, we have a counterspell control deck, we've had our Sliver deck. I showed you guys my first deck that we really started out with that I've changed with, and changed up with some of the cards in it that was really good. And now I'm going to show you the great standard Goblin deck. If you never made a Goblin deck as a kid, then what were you doing, man? What were you doing? What were you doing? We have to go back to the Sacred Sands, which is the main city right here. I believe that's where it is. Yep, Sacred Sands right there. All right, cool. So look at this adorable little turtle. Look at that adorable little turtle. I don't want to fight the turtle, but I'm going to fight the turtle. No, I'm not going to fight the turtle. Good, I don't want to fight the turtle. It makes me sad when I have to fight the turtle. The Viziashino holds still for a moment, regarding you with a long evaluating look. Shaman Kresh thanks you and wishes your eggs to hatch well. Complete quest. Alright, play with fire to any target. If with Delta player we can scry. That's not bad, but meh. Dwarven Blastmaster, destroy a land, right? Yeah, we can just tap and destroy lands. That's not a bad one if you do a land destruction deck. And if you do a land destruction deck, you're a jerk. That's all I'm going to say. You're a jerk. But I'm not saying that's not viable. I'm saying have fun with it. Enjoy. Let's hear. Is that it? Yep, that was it. No, we have the... We don't have the quest for it right now, but I don't know why we don't have the quest for it. Oh, we do have to fight the turtle. I didn't want to fight that guy. I'm looking for an adept blue wizard. We don't really have the quest for it, which is a bit annoying. So we gotta find one soon. Alright, so he dropped a snowland. Ooh, he's got 20 health. And he's got thick turtles. And we are goblins. Alright, well, we gotta make this work somehow. There. Auto. Right there. I'm not gonna attack. It's not gonna do any good. Right there. Oh, April O'Neil, live on the scene. What? That's an awesome card. I love the pixel art. Whenever a mutant ninja or turtle you control, investigate. Nice. I like that, but I love the card art. That's why I love Magic, is because it's so old, yet so fresh. What do I want to do here? I will bring out the Goblin fodder? Is that what I want to do? Or do I want to kill this? I feel like I might need to kill this. Let's bring out the Goblin fodder. Let's do the Goblin fodder there. And we will attack. Yes, we will attack. Alpha strike. Haste. No, it doesn't have first strike. I'll call back. I'll call back, and then we will end our turn. Womp womp. Feels bad, but that's okay. Stop casting tortoises. Oh, that's annoying. So yep, investigate, and then they're gonna sacrifice and draw a card. Shellback. Oh my gosh, this is going poorly for me because Goblin decks are meant to go fast, go hard, and that's really all they got. We're gonna end turn here, and yeah, he's gonna hit me with a 1/1. That's fine. I don't have first strike right now, so I'm just gonna let it go. We do have Mountain Walk now. We do have all the land that we could possibly want. I will bring... Yeah, let's bring out you. Right there. And then we'll end turn. We'll bring out end turn right there. And then he's not attacking because he knows he's going to lose that little shootout right there. And now we get our goblins with other +2 or +1/+1. And they have Mountain Walk. Not really helpful because he's an island guy. But we have... no risk of any one of them dying, which is really nice. And if I choose, I can just plink I can plink April if I really wanted to, and that might not be a bad idea. So let me bring this out now, because that will pop with this. So we do 1 damage to April O'Neil, and then when a goblin dies, he takes 1 damage, just period. So not a bad idea. Let's actually get that going now. Let's see if he can deal with that. All right, so he's choosing to block the 5/5. He's choosing to block that one and target blocking creature, so it took 1 damage. There, okay, good. It's about what I thought would end up happening. I'm gonna actually choose one to sacrifice, and oh, it's to any target, but why can't I target you? To any target. Sacrifice a goblin. Hang on. What is going on here? Oh, deal 1 damage. I did that in the wrong order. There, and then there. Yes. And then now, because this is the shenanigans one here, to any player, so I click him, there, and then yes, and there we are. Good. And then we will end turn. Yes, that worked out really well. Donatello, what? 3/5, tap, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a robot creature. Whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, if it had any counters, you can move them around. That's actually pretty dope. That's pretty dope right there. We are going to kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I'll just take him out now. We take out the 5 right there. Yep, and then he can't defend really well. So he's going to do that. He's down to 4. I could just sacrifice all 4 and we win. Is that cheap? I feel like that's cheap. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Deal 1 damage to any target. There. Sacrifice that. And then that. And then sacrifice the target there. And then sacrifice him. And then he's going to be dead. Right there. We didn't have to lose everyone. We just had to lose 2. Right there. Cheap, but effective. That's all I'm going to say. Cheap, but effective. Alright, so... Oh, from Aether Drift. Okay, so not bad. We'll get rid of you. I feel like these somewhat like meme decks, they really don't. When this enters, you may put... That right there is actually very good for our counterspell deck. So, and we got 4 of them. We really only ever want maybe at most 3 in a deck. So, yeah. So before we forget, I'm gonna click on you, edit you. Here, we're gonna filter down the land right there, and we are gonna find them there, right there. We're gonna add to the deck, and I can take out an island. That's probably... No, I don't want to take out an island, because then we'll have basically all tap lands in there. I want to take out one of the other tap lands. Probably you, honestly. Because you don't have any extra bonuses. So we'll remove you for now. And... Unless you reveal one. Enters the battlefield. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We've got 16, so that's roughly a 47 card deck. So that's roughly 1 in every third we're going to draw land. Let's go back to our Goblin deck right there. All right, now we're looking for an Adept Blue Wizard. We are looking for them. That is a Blue Wizard right there. That is an Adept Blue Wizard. Nope, that's an Illusionist, and they kicked my butt last time. Now I remember. I don't want to be here. This is not where I parked my car. I did not want to be here, especially with the Goblin deck. We'll keep it, and we'll see what ends up happening. We have 2 land. I can play 2 cards out of this, but if I get my 3rd land, that's going to really help this deck pop off. Oh, good. Yep, this is how he beat me last time. That is how he beat me last time. Let's bring out you right there. Not that I'm going to block with him. Well, I guess I could, but... Oh, no. That's a flying mist monster. Equal to the number of illusions in play. That's terrible. But this is actually really cool because that's going to die with this. Yep. Spells or abilities, because when I drop this guy in, yeah, they're both going to die. Right there. So why did that not die? Spells or abilities? That's an ability, isn't it? Or it does not count as ability. I guess it doesn't. That's a bit annoying. That's a bit annoying. I'll attack. Choosing to block. That's fine. That's okay. And that also killed the other thing. All right. Let's see here. There. Good. The reason why that died, in case you're wondering, is because when this guy came out, he did 1 damage to everything. And then when I attacked with my Goblin Assailant, and he chose to block with the bear died. This had taken a hit. So even though this was a 2-2, it had taken a hit from this, and there were no other illusions in play other than himself. So he was naturally a 1-1, but he had taken 1 point of damage, so he died. If that makes any sense to you. And not in a bad way. I hope that makes sense to you. I want that to make sense with you. All right, so we're going to bring out Krenko because we need to do that. We need to start creating all manner of mischief with him. And then we will Alpha Strike. This guy's got First Strike. He is going to take 3 damage. That's fine. Oh, good. Phantasmal Dragon. That's exactly what you should have right now. So annoying. He's going to hit me for that. Guess what? I really don't want to do this, but I don't think I have a choice. If I tap you, you create 2 Goblin tokens. I tap you, 5 damage to him, sacrifice this guy. Oh, no, pay the cost. And sacrifice that. Yep, so it's going to get sacrificed. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, it's gone. He lost a 5-5. There. And then... I'll drop this down for now. There. And... I think that's going to be it. I'll hit him for 3. Right there, and we'll untap this land. If you're wondering why I'm allowing, or the game's allowing me to untap land, it's because of this artifact I have, this equipment thing that I talked about in last episode, where we had, where I talked about the equipment in the game. Becomes the target of spells or abilities, so that's where this comes into play. That's where this comes into play. That makes things so much easier. So if I tap him, we create 3. So I will choose that, select the target for 1 damage, which is that, and then we'll sacrifice that, and it dies. This is actually countering his deck. That is amazing. I love it. Because I can do this again, hit this for that, and it's gone. That's amazing. I am very pleased with how this is working out right now. We'll bring out you. And that's lethal. That is lethal right there. That worked out really well. Way better than I thought it would. Way better than I thought it would. All right, what do we got here, Mr. Illusionist? These are all new cards because this is the first time I beat him. I fought him once and I died horribly. Wow. Illithid Scholar. All right. I can look at these a little bit later offline and maybe create a deck. The big thing about this game, and it's very important for you to understand this, is that as you play it, if you're looking to create a specific deck, you will want to go to that biome and fight those creatures. So if you're looking for, I have to fight this gym. So if you are looking for a Jin deck, go to the red biome, the blue biome, and fight them. That's what you need to do. This is not what I wanted, but we have 2 land in hand. We can cast goblins that way, so we'll keep her going. We'll keep it for now. We'll drop this down and turn. He's going to drop that. Tester of the Tangential. When you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent is greater than this creature's toughness. Wow, that's actually pretty powerful. Alright, noted. We are going to want to get rid of that about as quickly as possible. So we'll give all our goblins first strike. So that if he chooses to attack us, we have a way of getting around that. And then the second one at the beginning of your upkeep, or at the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may pay X. When you do, move X counters. He doesn't have counters to move, though. Alright, so he's not casting anything. That's fine. That works out really well. So we have 3 land that we can drop now. We have 3 land on the board now, I mean, and we have our Goblin King that we can drop now, which gives us the ability to block this right here. Good. Great. We will untap you. He's choosing to draw a card. He's cycling that. Interesting. I don't know why he would choose to cycle that, but he is. He's drawing dead, it seems. Which I'm fine with. I don't mind that at all. We don't have haste, so I might want to slow play this. Do I? I can drop... I can get 1 2/2 out, or I can get 2 1/1s out that turn into 2/2s. I think I'd rather have this for right now. And we will Alpha Strike right there. And we will untap our one of our mountains. Okay, so he's just waiting on a card. So that wasn't more. Opus. Oh, this would be great if we had this for our blue deck, or our control deck. Whenever you cast an enter, target player mills 3 cards. That's actually pretty strong for our one deck, our red-blue deck control deck. So we might put that in there if we were to get that from the card draw. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to go overboard with it because I kind of like where it's at right now. It's not perfect, but I just kind of like where it's at. I mean... yeah, let's bring out you. Goblin War Boss is actually kind of going to be good for us because he's going to bring out goblins for free. And we will Alpha Strike, and we'll swing in. We won that little exchange right there. Perfect. And that's a sorcery, so I can't do it right now. Oh, so he made a 2/2. He made it a 2/2, and he brought out a 4/4. Okay, I don't know what else to do with that information other than say I got you. Because my guys have Mountain Walk, you can't block them. So, let's have some fun. Let's bring out you right there. So now they all get +1/+1. We click OK. He's going to make us some tokens. And then we're just going to Alpha Strike. And we can put a +1/+1 counter on... you right there. He's choosing to block. That's fine. We won. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, nice. We got another one of those. We already own one of them. And this, and then okay. Not a bad haul. Nope, not a bad haul, but not anything that's like speaking to me like, hey, we need to get this in the deck right now. Let's see here. Where would I be if I were a blue wizard? I don't want to fight you. I'm looking for an adept blue wizard. That's a merfolk. I don't want to lose reputation with the main city, because that would really stink. That's not one. Come on. Where are we at? Oh, is that him? No, that's an illusionist. That might be one. Let's see if we can fight him. Let's see if we can fight him. No, it is an illusionist. You start learning the icons. You start learning the sprites. Alright, 3 land in hand. We're ready to play. Alright, drop you down. Got some pretty expensive cards, but we'll be okay. Lord of the Unreal. Ooh, that's actually not good. That's actually not good at all. But that's okay. We can make it work. We can make it work. We will drop out him there, right here. Good. He's gonna hit me for 2. That's fine. And Phantasmal Image. So he's copying that. That's annoying, but that's okay. That's now a 4/4. Yay! So glad for you. Let's bring out Goblin Chieftain and turn. Drop this down there. We're gonna eat 6 damage. No, he's not attacking. I don't know why he's not attacking. That's foolish that he didn't attack. It's not like I'm gonna attack either. Before combat, I can't cast any because I hit OK. I'm not actually going to attack right now. So in our main phase 2, I'm gonna drop my land and let's bring out you to beef up our goblins. Right there. Right there. Good. So now we have a 4/4 for block. Oh, great. Awesome. That's a 5/5. So glad. I'm so glad he's got everything coming to him. Well, we've got a couple of things that we can do. We have 5 land on the board. Let's bring out... you. And just kind of hold steady so that next round I can bring out you two. Let's end turn. Yeah, let's end turn. Right, we're kind of holding off because I just don't see a way around this. We can drop everything in our hand. First I want to drop you. Then I want to drop you. And then I'm going to drop... oh, no, I can't drop you. I had no choice. There. I wanted to bring him out. So now whenever another goblin dies, that's 1 damage to any target. This is 1 damage to the target player. I don't really have a good win condition right now. I'm gonna untap you. Yeah, he knows if he attacks me, he's cooked. All right, so we gotta get him. We gotta get him before he gets us. All right, here we go. There it is. That's the win right there. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm out of cards in my hand. Swing for the fences. Hope for the best. He's gonna block a lot, and we're gonna lose a lot, and that's fine. But we got him down to 0 with the base attack. We didn't have to worry about any of the after damage. Hooray! All right, what do we got for the illusionist? Phantasmal Warrior, a bunch of other ones. Phantasmal Bear, and 64 gold. I need to find Adept Blue Wizard. I don't know what that guy is. He kind of scares me. Let's see what he is. A Gitaxian Underling. I have never heard of that. What is that? He looks menacing. Is all I'm going to say. He looks menacing. Alright, we'll end turn right here. Oh, good. Phyrexian. Yay. Yay. Alright, well, less than ideal, but that's how it goes sometimes. And we actually have a card in hand that is stupid strong against him. So actually, let me drop this guy first, and then we'll end turn. Why would he do that? Can't be blocked, that's why. That would be why. That would be why. That tracks. Do I bring you out? Yes, I bring you out now. And then I swing at you. And then next round, I bring out the Goblin, the Legion War Boss. He's gonna hit me for 2. Enters the battlefield 3, remove, and scry. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we bring out the War Boss. Right there. Yep, the token comes out. And we Alpha Strike. And then he turns into a 5/5, so he has to block that. He's choosing not to. Interesting. Okay, not sure why he did that. It's probably some meta strategy that I just don't understand. Nope, it's not. He's just dead. Okay. Well, fine. I feel like this one is the best one, because then goblins have haste. Not that we really care too much, because I can just do this right here, but that's okay too. So we got the goblin tokens. He's going to bring out a goblin for me to use, and then we will do this, and we'll Alpha Strike, and yep, that thing's going to turn into a gigantic monster. A 16/16. So, okay, cool. I don't know who this guy is. He's very spacey. It's Phyrexian, I'm assuming, because of what cards he gave us. Instant counter target spell or battle spell unless its controller plays 4. If you do incubate token, okay, so if you have a Phyrexian deck, that's not bad. We have a couple Phyrexian cards. Phyrexians are all just like weird, like sci-fi, weird, like oddness. I need to find a adept blue wizard. That's not one. That's not one right there. That's a Jin. We know that. Come on. Where are you at? Where are these adept blue wizards hiding? Where you be hiding? That's not one either. Strange magic flows in this. Oh, great. These are not wizards. Come on. Nope, that's a merfolk. That is a merfolk, not what I'm looking for. It's like giving me everything beyond what I want. That's a giant. That's not one. There's a weird tower here with eyeballs. Who be you? Welcome, Busy. I see you are here to look at some of our fine birds. You must be pretty smart to come to us, since our prices are indeed unmatched compared to those other sellers in Chandalar. I'm a worker of the Airy Guild. We are one of the biggest conglomerate of breeding of the various bird species in Chandalar. We have a few breeding sites like this scattered around the various biomes of Chandalar. My task is to sell those birds to eager adventurers like you. Sure. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm learning something new. I'm afraid to say that you are not allowed to do that. Our guild is very protective of its breeding practices, which we have been developing over the span of more than thousands of years. Because of that, we don't want our competitors peeking in our business. If anyone without permission enters the area, that person will be reprimanded by various guards and even the birds, who have been trained to attack unwanted visitors. All right, well, that's interesting. I'm still that's a bird. All right, so I'm still looking for a wizard. I need to fight a wizard, not a bird. Come on, where are we looking? Give me this wizard for the end of the episode. Come on. Come on, game. I know it. I know they're out here. I know they're out here. Hello? Hello? Bueller? Bueller? Come on, that's a wraith. I don't want to fight a wraith. Oh my gosh, if I fail this quest because I can't find one, that's just nutty. Nope, that's a leech. We're gonna fight a sea monster. That's a sea monster. That looks like a leech to me. We'll keep it, knowing that full well that we might not have the pressure early on. In fact, we won't. We'll end turn. So we're gonna get hits and a kraken hatchling. Oh, that's adorable and terrifying. Drop a land, and I mean, let's drop you down because you've got protection from blue, so I can just use you to block anything, and you won't take no damage. Great for me. We need one more land to make that work. That's a bit annoying. We'll drop the Loyalist. Yep, we'll drop the Loyalist down. Haste and such. With at least 2 other creatures. Nope, don't have it. There's our land. Alright, cool. I'm not going to attack. Let's go into main phase 2. Let's bring the Herald down. That gives me another land mana source. Oh, he's counterspelling that. That's fine. Actually, that's not bad. I'm glad I did that because I didn't expect him to have counterspells. That's a bit annoying. That loses us land source. Oh, we got something there. He has all his land untapped. That's a bit problematic because if I bring him out, let's see what happens. Is he going to counterspell it? He is not. That's actually really good for me. Now we will attack. Yep, that's fine. He's choosing to block that. He's taking the 4/4 damage. Okay, that's fine. Or 4/3 damage. Turns it into a 5/5 serpent. What the what? We're gonna take 5 damage there. I'm not blocking. Menace? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the menace. That way everybody gets through and chunks him. Absolutely will destroy this guy. Yep, 11 damage to his face. I'm probably going to get rid of the Loyalist just because they are nice, but they're not as useful as some other Goblin cards that I should be probably having in the deck. Oh, this is going to wreck him. I almost feel bad. Drop this guy right now. Bam. Yep. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. I'm just going to click through this. Perfect. Alright, what cards do we get from you? Dive down. Serpent Ambush. Okay, that's the 5/5 thing in Deep Root Waters. Alright, where is... Alright, this is not funny anymore. Like, this is hide and go heck myself? What the heck? Nope, this is Water Elementals and a boss. Alright, where... I guess maybe over there? Or maybe down here? I feel like I need to check over here. I have beaten up all the blue wizards. I don't know. That's a doppelganger. I do not want to fight a doppelganger because the doppelganger will use my goblin deck against me. That's a jellyfish. They could be fun to fight. River Crossroads. Let me see here. Is there any blue wizards in here? There is no one in here. This is actually the first for me. I've never seen a blank little zone before. Oh, I know why. Because I cleared this out. I know why this one's clear. Because I cleared it out because of this city right here. I know why. Alright. Alright, let's go up this way. Come on. I'm not ending this episode until I find a blue wizard to fight. That's an illusionist. I don't want to fight an illusionist. I want to fight a blue wizard apprentice. Is this another tower of illusion? Strange magical energies. Crawl space. Those are illusionists. That's a boss. We're not going to fight him. Nope. Nope. Stay away from me. I am looking for a wizard. An adept blue wizard. So annoying. Like, I know they exist. I fought like 4 of them. Alright, what are you? Are you what I need? You're an assassin. A rogue. Ooh, a rogue. How very stealthy of you to come running at me with your knife. We have one that we can bring out first turn. I guess we'll keep it. This is incredibly bad for me. I have a feeling I'm going to pay for this. Because if I do... usually when I only have 1 land in hand, I end up screwed. Yep, so that's not good. Oh, there we are. Good. Awesome. So there, we'll bring out you. Perfect. That worked out really well. Because now if I Alpha Strike with you... Yep. And then that should die for striking it. Yep. Nice. Good. I'm trying to speed through this. I know I'm not doing my callouts, and I apologize. They're going to cast Auntie's Snitch. And then... There. Okay. I don't have... a way of doing it. This creature can't block. I need one more land to make anything else possible with my deck. Or with my cards. I win right now. I win right now. Damage to any target, right there. Sacrifice that goblin. Done. And then do this, 5 damage to any target. There. Sacrifice that goblin. Done. We win. Great. Thanks for playing. Rogues and stuff like that. Alright, cool. Great. Did I look in here? Why is there black wizards in the blue wizard zone? Very weird. I'm so confused. Where did all the blue wizards go? Did I fight them all and kill them all? I hope not. I think I cleared this one out too for a quest. Yeah, I fought. This was where Teferi was, and we fought Teferi. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. You know, one thing, last thing that I'll try. Last thing that I'll try. And then I'm going to call the episode regardless. I'm going to use the blue token. I'm going to go back to the city. There's one thing that we can do that I saw that might check the box. If we go into the arena, like I promised, this is a blue wizard. Do I want to fight in the arena right now? Yes. Adept blue wizard. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this checks the box. We go first. We have 2 land in hand. We have plenty that we can play. I will keep this. Drop this. Legionnaire. Loyalist. Drop him. He has haste. We'll swing in. I clicked end turn, not attack. Like a knucklehead. That's okay. No harm done. Drop this. We'll put the first striker out there. Good. There we go. Now we hit him for 1. End turn. There. Perfect. Not casting anything. A little odd, a little concerning. He does have enough for counterspell, so I'm going to try this out. Okay, good. He did not counterspell. Right there, hit him for 2. And then we'll untap. 3 lands. Still nothing. That's a lot for counterspell. Let's do... I guess let's do War Drum. Nope, I can't do War Drum. That's 3. Let's do it. Let's bring it out and let's see if he counterspells it. He does not. That is a foolish thing. If he had a counterspell in his hand, he really should have counterspelled that. He really should have counterspelled that. But he didn't. So that's all good on our part. There we go. There we go. Marrow Levitator. Okay. He's tapped out. We win. I don't see how we lose. Because Alpha Strike right here. He's only going to be able to block. So that's a 7/7 with trample. And 1, 2. And there. And then we won. Nice. So we got through the first. That's good. And I also said I was going to do the arena battles next time. So I'm glad that I'm doing this. And I'm glad I remembered to do this. Alright, play. We can't change decks in the middle of the arena match. That's an incredibly slow hand. We go first. I'm going to keep it, but I know I'm probably... Oh, he mulliganed, so that's not terrible, but not ideal. And he played a Mox Sapphire. And he's... Yep, alright, we're not going to win this. I can almost guarantee that we're not going to win this, because he just drew 2 cards. Okay. Where am I going? Here. Let's drop this guy... oh, it's his end step still. Drop this guy down. I feel like I need to bring him out. Get the protection from blue guy out right now. Okay, Trinket Masters enters. Scry. Search your library for an artifact card of 1 or less. Black Vice. Oh, an oldie but a goodie. Oh, that's annoying. All right. I don't have a first striker. Yep. So let's see here. Do I want to attack? Yes. Because here's what we'll do. Alpha Strike here. Yep, that makes sense. But then we can't cast that because it's a sorcery. So I just kind of hacked myself. All right, well, that was lesson learned there. This guy right here is going to hit me for 2. Each draw 2 cards, and he black vices me. Yep, he picks me. So, yep. 2 black vices. Oh, great. Great. So we're going to take 4 damage. Oh, wow. That's painful, actually. That is painful. None of the cards that we drew were a land, which is kind of unfortunate. Bring that out right there. That's really all I can do. We'll swing at him for the 1. And then we're going to take... Who do we want to get rid of? I feel like get rid of... Oh, I got to untap my land first. Okay, click OK. Now, I'm going to click OK, and then it's going to have me discard cards. Select order. Select 2 cards to discard. I will select this one and this one. Is that what I want to get rid of? Actually, I want to get rid of this guy, as powerful as that is, and that guy. Okay. And just making so we draw 2 more cards. Yep. And a 3rd black vice. We're dead. That's how it goes. But we get our money back. We get our money back. Right here. There's our $100 back. All right. Did that satisfy it? It doesn't seem like it. All right. Well, unfortunately, that didn't satisfy it. Busy Gamer Dad showing you MTG Forge. I'm going to be on the hunt for a blue wizard adept to try and fight this guy. So when I get scryed, the guy can see me kick the guy's butt. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. This is our live stream game that we're currently doing. I encourage you guys to check us out Fridays from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to about noon. And I hope to see you then. Hopefully this scratches that itch for you guys looking to play Magic the Gathering in a free, fun format. And we will see you next time. Later.